to see you do it. And also, the thing about a play is it's such an overwhelming physical thing that you're planted within your geography. You sort of remember what you're going to say by where you are sometimes, and where you are in a scene, and even when the words fly out of the top of your head, they come up from the bottom because of where you are and the necessity of what you need to say. Anyway, you can do it. You can do it. You just have to try. Do you know what? You could remember, I mean, we just really don't use our brains enough.
When I was on the Today Show, all I had to remember was either a station break or we'll be back after this. And that's all I had to remember, and I never did.
Sometimes it's harder to repetition, and the things that start to go meaningless are hard to remember.
I think it's about time that we have to let you go. But, yeah.
All right, one shout-out question.
Will you marry me?
The question was, will you marry me? No, sadly.
Will you give me an autograph?
Did you study the method?
Did I study the method? Yes, I had a grab bag. No, I never really did study the method as taught by Stanislavski or Lee Strasberg. I taught a version of it by an acolyte who had sort of tweaked it to his own purposes. 1 year at the Yale Drama School. Another year at the drama school, we had another teacher who said, ignore everything you did last year. This is the way we're going to study now. And we did a lot of games, and we didn't attach to text very much. And then the third year, he was let go. And the third year, we had a wonderful old fellow named Bobby Lewis, who was a member of the group theater, a wonderful theater in the 30s, and he was a great pal of Harold Klorman's. You don't know who any of these people are, but they're giants of the theater. And Bobby would...
Don't underestimate them.
Okay, they're all wildly overeducated. But Bobby Lewis would, at the beginning of the rehearsals for a play, he would read everybody's part, and he would read how he wanted you to say your lines. And that was actually the clearest direction, but, you know, it was sort of catch as catch can, and I think that's okay. You know, you just make in a way, you make your own method, like you make your own religion, you make your own concessions, you make your own convictions. And at least that's what I've done. And it's adaptable, and it's also very fragile. It's nothing I can count on. I don't have a method so that it has a certain number of steps to get where I need to go. I always feel like I'm inventing the wheel every time out, and I think that's valuable for me. I swear to God, every job I've ever taken, about 3 weeks before I begin, I call up my agent and I say, I don't think I can do this. I don't think I'm right for it. They should call Jessica Lange. I don't think I should. I can't do this. I don't know why they hired me. Why did they hire me? I'm nothing like this woman. I don't even know why I'm... And my husband says to me, you're doing it again. You've done this I said, no, I never. I've never felt this way before. Maybe loss of short-term memory is the perfect thing for an actor. But yeah, I think we have to make tabula rasa. You have to erase everything to begin new. And especially in a long career, you have to get rid of all the expectations. You have to approach each new work as if it's your first time out, and with all the terror attendant on that and all the possibility. And it's not a method you could teach. And it's sort of why I've never, people say, oh, you should teach acting. I would not even begin to know how to teach acting. But I think you have to learn to be a great actor. I do think you have to learn about everything. You have to learn history. You have to learn psychology. You have to read literature and read poetry feelingly. You have to listen to music. You have to dance. You know, you're a student of being, and that can take you anywhere.
A whole life.